Tour Junkies.
What's going on, golf addicts? Welcome to the 2025 Baycurrent Classic Championship Golf Tournament thingy in Japan. Hit the gong.
Gong! Is that how a gong sounds? Do you remember the Gong Show? Were you old enough for the Gong Show?
No, I was not.
Okay, I was. I am.
David Barnett here, your host. Pat Perry with me. We're both just middle-aged white guys in Georgia in blue shirts breaking down a tournament at a golf course we've never heard of before. And you're here with us. Maybe you might not be here for long, but you're here, and we appreciate it. We also appreciate our friends at SoBet for making this show possible. Thank you to our friends at SoBet. You can click the link in the description. Join SoBet for just $1 this month. Look at amazing handicappers across every sport imaginable to tell legitimate picks instead of chasing some loser on Twitter or TikTok. SoBet vets those handicappers, and they are fantastic. And we are doing well over there. We had yet again another positive week. We did not hit a winner in my fellow Champions Retreat member, Stephen Fisk. Shout out Fisk. But we did win our matchup again. We did make money in the top 40 market. All in all, things are going well over there at SoBet. So check it out. They're giving away free cash every week as well, or every month, as well. Tons of NFL, college football content. Check it out for just $1 this month. We are breaking down this golf tournament that was formerly the Zozo, now is the Baycurrent Classic at Yokohama Country Club outside of Tokyo here in Japan. First time seeing this place. It's a golf course. It is a golf course. There's I'm just getting word that there is grass, I believe, sand, and a hole, or actually 2 holes on every green complex in Japan.
Oh. Wow. Okay. See, there's the inside information that I don't know if you're going to get everywhere.
Yeah. And the goal, so apparently this tournament, the goal is if you're a player, you are to get the ball in the hole in as few strokes as possible over the 4 days. You will not be cut after 2 rounds. You get to freeload this one. And so, and as long as you finish, and then whoever gets it in, the fewest amount of shots is going to be your, hold on, Baycurrent Classic Golf Champion Tournament winner.
Is it kind of like some of those holes on Golden Tee where you get to choose the hole you can play to?
Yeah. It's like Scotland, where when we played Scotland and you would just always hit it to the wrong hole. And just story of my life. I've been in the wrong hole for years now, but look where we are.
Here we are doing the Baycurrent. I keep wanting to say Baycurrent Meadows.
I want to say Baywatch.
Yeah, like I don't know what we need to figure out what Baycurrent is.
Dude, what if Baycurrent is just the Japanese version of Baywatch? Like, because they love, Japan and China love American Hollywood culture. And they're usually pretty far behind. So what if, dude, that's crazy. What if it's actually their Baywatch version and there's like a Japanese Pam Anderson, Yasmine Bleath jogging down the beach, and there's an opening scene and there's a version of their David Hasselhoff. What if he's there and there's like beach people and the tee markers have got to be like life preservers because the tour loves great tee markers. We'll get a story on that.
Do you feel like you have to be a Yasmine Bleath person or a Pamela Anderson?
Yeah.
Or can you be both?
No, you have to be in a camp. And if you're not in the Pamela Anderson camp,
I mean,
I cannot understand what we're doing.
Listen, I'm with you. I'm actually in the Pam Anderson camp, but Yasmine, occasionally you want to go over to the other camp.
That's like saying, were you a Kelly Kapowski or Jesse Spano person? Like, come on.
Well, I mean, you got to be Kelly Kapowski. Come on.
Right, but that's the same thing. Like every now and then, if Kelly were not on the screen, you would see Jesse. If she were in, good clothes, good lighting, you'd be like, oh wow, look at there, Jesse's kind of cute. I'm kind of attracted to Jesse. And then all of a sudden, Kelly would come on screen and be like, wait a minute. Sorry. Never mind. Yasmine was kind of the same way. In those days, in the 90s after school, it was always and only Pamela Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
You just couldn't. You couldn't
I was just throwing it out there.
You can never go full Yasmine.
Well, Yokohama Country Club, by the way, is zoysia grass.
What a transition!
There's that grass, and bent grass greens. So bent grass greens, nice and smooth, nice and smooth.
Okay.
So yeah,
it's wet. I think it's wet.
Well cut.
Also, I hear it's wet. I hear there's weather.
So I hear there's weather and wind.
Yeah,
wind is going to be gusty on certain days. So I mean, I don't know. Decent field, I guess. It could be interesting.
Kind of a Parkland style, similar to what we've seen at the Zozo. Bunkers, greens, kind of the defense of the course. It's a par 71. Unique setup, though. About 7,300 yards. You have 2 par 5s on the front 9, none on the back. 2 par 3s on the front 9, and 1 on the back. So the back is like 8 par 4s and a par 3. I don't think this course is going to put up much of a fight, especially if we get a little bit of weather. I could see where you might think, well, there's a couple longer par 4s. Yeah, there's like 3 par 4s that could be a little tasty. Number 11 might be a beast. But other than that, I actually think this course is going to be quite gettable. The par 5s are pretty short. A couple of the par 3s are short by all accounts. I think these guys are going to cruise on this place. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of teeth. And if the weather is, this is a hold your unit potential situation. We might have some weather. We might want to know. But then again, 78 players, there's not really going to be a wave to speak of. I don't know. Core and Crenshaw redesigned this place back in 2015. I think we're going to get approach buckets kind of in that wedge to mid range. I don't think there's going to be a ton of long approaches outside of the 2 par 5s. You might have one. You might have a long approach there, but still for everybody in the field, pretty reachable. And that's about it. I don't think it's worth trying to dig too much into this. I'm sure no one is surprised by that.
No.
Do you want to dig deeper?
I was looking up what Baycurrent is.
What is it?
It's like a consulting firm.
Oh God. I thought we were onto something.
I mean, there are like Japanese symbols on the Google profile.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So they're like.
Are there any that look like Pamela Anderson or Yasmine Bleath?
No.
Okay.
No, okay. They do a lot of consulting. That's what they do.
That's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. Well, moving on. Let's talk about the field. 78 players. By the way, we don't have our boy Matt Every. Matt. These Hollywood types like Matt Every, they come in and out. They do what they want. They come and go when they please. They think they're hot stuff all the time. And he's like, yeah, I might pop in next week, boys. And then I'm busy. I'm going to the Jags game tonight, Monday Night Football. I've got TGL I'm doing all these shows, and he's the hot item. So I guess we'll be graced with him when we get him. But maybe one day this fall we'll have him. We'll see. But here at Tour Junkies headquarters, we're doing a lot of things kind of half-cocked this fall.
Well, it is the fall.
Pat's got his old backdrop.
Look at that. I'm in the wine cellar again.
You're back to the wine cellar.
We don't have any wine. I gotta need wine for next week. But this is the old setup behind me. See that?
Yeah, looks nice.
By the way, the box wine is down here. There's a box wine. Like my chair, by the way. Look at that.
Oh gosh.
That is fancy. Lovely. That's fancy.
Lovely. Kicking off the top of the odds boards, Xander Schauffele, Colin Morikawa, Hideki, Kurt Kitayama, Rasmus, Chris Gotterup, Alex Noren, Siwoo Kim, and Kevin Yu, all names at 30-1 or shorter on the odds board. What do you want to do, Pat? I don't want to bet Colin Morikawa or Xander Schauffele. I can tell you that. Hideki Matsuyama has won in Japan, won the Zozo. Didn't look great towards the end of the year last year. Who knows what we're going to get with him? Kitayama did look quite good at the end of the year. I like him. He's the first one at 20-1 that I'm kind of clicking. Surely Rasmus is tired. I can't believe Rasmus finished third at the Sanderson after the Ryder Cup. I know he didn't play all the matches, but I mean, he gained almost 10 shots putting at the Sanderson, which certainly helped. But surely Rasmus, having gone from New York City to then Mississippi, now to Japan after the Ryder Cup, the Sanderson, I don't know. I know he's a young guy, but I'm exhausted just looking at his schedule. I can't see it for Rasmus. So yeah, it's kind of Kurt Kitayama. Chris Gotterup is interesting to me, and that's probably it up here at the top of the board. Gotterup's 22 and Kitayama at 20. Those are the two names I like the most here. I like the cut of their jib, as Matthew Barry used to say.
Yeah, I actually like Hideki at 18-1. We know he putts the bent grass greens well at Augusta, so maybe he does that well this week. 18-1 seems a little short, but I do like Hideki. I like Rasmus despite the fact that he's got to be somewhat tired. And then I think Gotterup for sure. I think Gotterup at 22-1. Those are my three favorites up top. My next name, I think you're going to have a problem with.
Historically in Japan, Hideki at the Zozo the last 6 years or so, 46th, 51st, 40th, won in 2021, 28th in 2020, and runner-up in 2019. So Hideki's not winning. All right, so as we move down the board, who's your next guy that you think I'm gonna have a problem with? Hold on, let me guess. Oh my God, I think I know.
I think Minwoo Lee. I think Minwoo Lee at 30-1, coming off of a miscut last week at Sanderson. I actually feel like Minwoo Lee could do something here. He was playing relatively well. I mean, he had 11th at Wentworth. He was 5th at the French Open, which Michael Kim won. Did you know that?
The what?
Michael Kim won the French Open just a couple weeks ago.
No.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Minwoo Lee was 5th.
Wow. Did you know that Robert McIntyre won the Alfred Dunhill?
I did not know that either, actually.
And Tyrrell Hatton finished runner-up.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think, these fairways are pretty wide, soft conditions. I feel like Minwoo Lee could play pretty well here. We're getting him at 30-1. Doesn't feel great, but I don't know. I think he's actually won before, I believe, coming off of a miscut. So I think I'm going to go a little Minwoo Lee here at 30-1 as well.
Yeah, I do hate that pick. That is a terrible pick. I think we'd be doing our buddy Matt Every a disservice if we didn't say that the one name he texted everyone today was Michael Thorbjornsen is getting his first win here at the Baycurrent Classic Golf Championship tournament thingy. So for the people who are big Thorbjornsen fans, Matt Avery is in your corner as well. And obviously he's playing well. I don't mind it. But I think I actually prefer our boy Garrick Higo with our friend Austin Goggart on the bag, who could have taken it down at the Sanderson Farms, got outrun by Stephen Fisk shooting a 64 on Sunday. That was a fun last few holes to watch. I mean, Fisk just went out and took it, birdie, I think his last 4 holes or 4 out of the last 5 or something like that. Higo did not play bad. I mean, I think he shot a 68, shot 22 under. The irons have been pretty solid lately. Obviously had the win earlier in the year, but starts off the fall season with a T7 and a runner-up. So a big golf course is good for him. So I think that bodes well for Higo, who's very confident right now. And the vibes with Austin Goggart are strong at 35-1. So I'm a fan. Not going to do the Michael Kim thing. I'm surprised
you do like Michael Kim. I think Michael Kim, yeah. Why not?
Okay.
He just broke through with a win.
Yeah. I mean, we got to talk about Max Homa.
Yeah.
And I know people are already talking about him, and obviously the tour just loves to slob on his knob at any opportunity. So we all know that he's had struggles and he's making a comeback and he's been better lately. But the data is really starting to turn nicely. He's like looking like vintage Max Homa again that we saw in like that we last saw in like late 2023, really. Um, but the iron play is really I mean, off the tee, everything's been bad, but the iron play is really starting to click now. Ever since the Rocket Mortgage, the iron play is starting to come back. He's doing a little bit better off the tee. So, I mean, you do get a guy who knows how to close the door and win, knows how to win a PGA Tour event. I'm sure would love to go ahead and get it done and get that monkey off his back at 35-1. I don't think he's like a click right now, but I'm eyeing it. Maybe he'll get bet down. He'll probably get steamed, but I'm not quite ready to click it, but I'm getting close, and I haven't bet Max Homa in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Max Homa looks good for this week. I think this style of course fits him. I mean, basically this Parkland style. He's pretty much had all his victories, I feel like, on courses similar to this. So I think Max Homa is a click for sure. Look, I mean, a lot of the guys in this field, this is what you're looking for. You're kind of looking to you're grasping at things, little things that they've done well in, because we haven't seen them play this course before. All we know is what we're reading about on the course. I think Homa has shown that he's got some good finishes. He had that fifth at the John Deere. His last couple finishes are good. So I do believe that Max Homa is worth a look at 35-1 this week.
Okay. Who else you got? I got a name a little bit further down the board is the next one for me.
I mean, we could look at Bud Colley.
You're going, okay, you're going a little bit further. All right, we could.
We could go a little bit further, but I already mentioned Michael Kim, who's just he's up there for me. I think potentially Bud Colley. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy that the difference in strokes gained putting for the tournament. Now, obviously, one Højgaard brother played 2 rounds, one played 4. But Rasmus gained 9.2 strokes putting. Nikolai lost 1.8 putting, and they're identical twins. It's crazy. Just goes to show you, it's sometimes it's nurture and not nature, right?
Yeah.
He clearly can't putt, but he can dang sure hit it. And so I think Nikolai is interesting, still hitting it really well. 45-1. He's a winner worldwide, Ryder Cupper like his brother now. That one kind of intrigues me a little bit. So also shout out Billy Horschel. We're going to see Billy Horschel for the first time since the RBC Heritage, coming back from, I think, was it hip surgery or something, or shoulder, hip? I think it was hip.
Yeah.
Not picking him to win, just he's going to be back. Yeah, so it's Nikolai for me at 45 and Mac Meisner at 55. Although, I don't know. Maybe Mac Meisner's more of a top 10.
Mac Meisner.
Yeah, I mean, runner up at the Wyndham, hitting it well. Yeah, I take that back. He's not an outright for me. He's a top 10 though. Plus 360, top 10.
There's a person here in the building that I'm in. So.
Oh, nice.
I didn't expect that. So
who is it?
It's the cleaning people. Yeah, they were banging on the door. So anyway, they're in now. They're good. Anyway, Mac Meisner.
They're cleaning the wine cellar?
Yeah, they're cleaning the cellar. We had a party over the weekend. And
love it.
Lots of wine was spilled everywhere.
Not surprised.
Could I interest you in a little Adam Scott? What do you think there?
No. I don't hate it. Maybe I'd go top 10 with you.
Yeah, that might be. I mean, he's 40-1.
Has Adam Scott? My memory's terrible. When's the last time he won anything? Did he win this year? And you're going to be like, dude, he won whatever.
No, he didn't win this year. He didn't win this year.
Okay, good. His last win was the 2020 Genesis.
Was it really?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean that's
maybe
just
top 10 maybe.
That's just, we've spent a lot of units betting
Yeah,
Adam Scott since then. Yeah, I mean, even though this isn't the strongest field for a limited field 78-man field event, like it's not terrible. So I mean, I would like to see some chops. I mean, although Nico Echevarria won the Zozo last year, so
Yeah.
who knows? He could get hot. I'm trying to see if there's any other names from an outright standpoint I'm interested in. I am a sucker for Kevin Roy, but that'd be a top 10 bet.
Rio Hissatossier.
I was wondering if you were going to get there.
I mean, look, 13th a couple weeks ago. Rio is the thing about Rio that is so hard is like you could bet him as an outright, but you're not going to really feel confident at all because he's just always
No.
all over the place. He doesn't always show like a consistent form. I think he's
No.
got the game to be able to do well on this golf course. The last two events, he's been really good on approach. I think it just it matters what's going to happen with his putter. His putter was awful at Sanderson. He lost 4 strokes putting at Sanderson, but gained almost 4 strokes on approach. I mean, I think Rio could be interesting, but for me, it's probably just like a top 10 bet. I don't see him actually winning. I don't know if I see anybody else in this field winning this golf tournament.
I got a couple names that could just, like, if they're in it late on Sunday, you're just like, gosh dang. And it's kind of in that similar vein where it's just random form out of nowhere, but he wins. Austin Eckroat
Yeah,
at
I thought about him
65 to
too.
1. I mean, he's shown some pops here with a couple T11s in his last 5 events, one at the Pro Tour a couple weeks ago. I could just see him doing it. I think if we get like a breakout Japanese star, Takumi Kanaya could maybe get it done.
Okay.
He's a good player. He's played the Zozo a bunch, T7 a few years back, T7 at the 3M Open in the summer. Well, we've seen him play well. I think Takumi's interesting. The ghost of Eric Cole showed up at the Sanderson. I don't know if you saw that, but he gained like 4.5 strokes on approach at the Sanderson. You interested in that?
I don't think I am. There was a part of me. I don't know why I did this, DB. I really don't. It was maybe I was drinking. Anyway, I live bet Eric Cole on Friday night this last week, and it didn't turn out well. It didn't turn out well at all. But I live bet Eric Cole because I was like, look at Eric Cole right there. This is going to be the one he wins. Nope,
and it wasn't.
It wasn't. So I don't think I can go with Eric Cole after already.
What about Sahith at 90 to 1?
Seems weird,
huh?
That just seems so weird. 90.
He bounced back from he took some time off after missing the playoffs. Gets a T38 at the Pro Tour. Actually gained some strokes on approach. Irons looked good. Putter was still crazy. 90 to 1. Yeah.
Danny Walker showed up last week with that T3. Mm-hmm. You and I walked with him at the Players. Just me that walked.
I think it was just you.
Yeah, I walked with him. Great guy. Yeah. Played for Virginia. Mm-hmm. Don't see him winning this golf tournament despite the playing well last week. I think he missed like a ton of cuts in a row leading up to
that. Yeah, I mean, he gained 9 strokes putting. He went unconscious putting. I don't think I'll pass on that. What about some bomb top 10s? We can kind of kick around here. I mean, the longest one that is interesting to me is just because, I mean, he was kind of showing some things late in the year. David Lipsky, 8 to 1. He's actually, well, that's not an accurate model, but I mean, he checks some boxes. Lipsky does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pot Geeter.
I was just looking at Pot Geeter 6 to 1. Maybe. I mean, I love Eckroat as a longer shot in this field because it plus 400. I think that's a great top 10 play. I mean, then you're getting in a little bit shorter, but that again, you're going to get that in this short field. I like Rico Hoey at plus 360. Had top 10 a couple weeks ago. It's just been really solid pretty much all year. That top 10 was at the Procore, top 10 at the Barracuda before that. So I think Rico Hoey's another one at plus 360 that you could potentially bet there. Seabez maybe plus 320.
Nah, I'm out. I don't do CBES.
Totally out
I
on
don't.
Seabez.
I don't take CBES.
He's been pretty good though.
Yeah, I haven't won anything with him, and it's hard to win with the guy. It's hard to win with him.
Yeah, I think I don't know about locks, but for me, I think Max Homa I really like at plus 280 as a top 10.
Interesting.
And then I think if you don't believe Hideki can win, I think top 10 plus 162. I would say if my locks are actually would be Hideki and Max Homa. Locks, top 10.
I think I actually like the Max one better than the Hideki one, but I like Kitayama at plus 180 a lot. And probably Goddard. I mean, I know that's kind of chalk, but probably Goddard and Kitayama if I'm talking locks. I really like the Mac Meisner top 10. And if I'm just going to give another name that we haven't mentioned that I don't trust to win, but I could see having a good week, who's played solid at plus 360, kind of in that Mac Meisner territory, is Gary Woodland. I don't hate Gare Bear here.
Okay. Oh, Gary Woodland. I would love to see him win a golf tournament.
I would too. I'd like to have him outright when he does, but I would like to see him win it. He's been hitting it well.
Yeah.
He's been hitting it well. The driver's been cooperating. He's been putting decent too. Like he has these crazy spike weeks putting, which normally doesn't happen. I mean, so we might get a Gary Woodland spotting. I'm not optimistic as his last top 10 was in Houston this year. He had a runner up there, but it's a 78-man field.
Did you see, by the way, as I'm scrolling through names here and we going back to Potgieter, did you see what is there kind of rumors that he might go to live? He was playing at the Dunhill, I think, with in the Pro-Am with Yasser and like DJ maybe or somebody.
Was that what he was doing? I didn't know that.
Anytime you're on the PGA Tour and you're at an event and you play in a Pro-Am with Yasser, you're immediately going to get.
Oh yeah,
you're immediately getting the rumors.
100%.
But I thought I saw that on the social medias.
Let's see what he finished. He finished T99. I was just looking to see how he did. That was only a 3-round tournament too, right? They had problems.
Yeah.
So, T99 didn't play well, but I don't know. Like this, the Dunhill Links is that's a different situation than this. I do kind of agree with you. You mentioned it on the Minwoo take that fairways may play a little wider than they're set up just with the weather. And I don't think the ref's super penal, and it's not going to be a super long golf course, but I think it'll be still long enough that Aldrich can take advantage of his speed and get there. But that's all I got. It's not a lot. It's not exciting. It's not a great deal this week. So we're doing the best we can. What do we have next? Let's see. Let's look at this. Let's look at this schedule. So we have a little bit of a break, and then we have the Bank of Utah Championship at the Black Desert Resort in Utah, where Matt McCarty is your defending champ. That is the week of October 23rd or 23rd through the 26th tournament days. So that's what we'll do. We'll cover that next. Obviously, we'll hit our 3 events in November as well. If you've not already, check out our 10-year anniversary episode. If you're one of those people who's like, I only listen to the betting show because I need picks, man, then you probably quit listening to us a long time ago. But you should definitely consider checking out the 10-year anniversary show. We've gotten some good feedback on that. Just me and Pat, 10 years of doing the Tour Junkies, going back and reminiscing on a few things, having some laughs, and talking to some of our favorite moments there. So that was good. Shout out to producer Tony for dropping in a few old sound clips on that as well. That was fun to go back and listen to. So, yeah, check that out. Maybe we'll have our boy Matt Every with us in a couple weeks for the Utah event. Maybe not. He'll probably be jet setting somewhere with some, golf person.
I have faith that he's going to make the next one. I think he's going to make the next one.
All right. I think that's it. Thanks, everybody. Bend over your bookies and have a great week. See ya. Out. Tour Junkies featuring David Barnett is not an affiliate of CWM LLC. Opinions expressed by the host or guests do not reflect those of CWM LLC. CWM LLC does not endorse gambling or the entities promoted by the Tour Junkies podcast. David is a non-registered representative of CWM LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.